everyone. So today I'm going to be doing my eyelashes at home by myself. I started doing this maybe like 2.5 years ago just because I was kind of tired of going to the salon and paying $80 to get a fill-in or $120 literally just to get them and sit there for 2.5 hours. Like, it was just boring. So I taught myself how to do it, and this is how I do. The first thing that I like to do when I do my eyelashes or my eyebrows or anything really on my face is to kind of get all the hair out of my face. So I have my little hairpiece on, and there's really not a lot of things that go into doing your eyelashes at home. A lot of things that I feel like I have at home already. This little Tweezerman. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I just got these from Sally Beauty. They have a little bit of eyelash glue on it. They're longer, they're nicer to be able to, instead of these little ones. I still have these though, just in case. I got these just from Walgreens. These are Pro Tools, CVS or Walgreens, I really don't remember. And then I got these ones. It came as a set, but I dropped the other straight tweezer. This one's curved. I like this one though because it, I don't know, has a curve on it. It's easier to kind of see where you're placing things. But the other one bent, and that's why I had to get the other one. The eyelashes that I use now, it's Fad Lash. I use 0.20 or 0.19, 0.8T. They're D curls, somewhere kind of in that general area, because I started off with, these are what the Fad Lash ones look like. There's a little bit of a glare and a little bit of glue on it. And I have these other Fad Lash ones that were like clusters, and I like them just because they kind of filled in the eyelash line more. Like, I would put that one kind of as the under layer, and then I would fill it in where it needed to be filled in. With the other ones, like the longer ones, kind of give it a little bit of a wispier look. So I like Fad Lash. Those are the ones that I use now. I have hair all in my mouth from kissing my cat. Obviously, I didn't like these ones because they weren't long enough. I barely use them. Like, they're all ripped apart. There's shit all over it. I kind of just use the back for like a little glue pad now because the rings I don't have anymore. And then these tea dance ones I used for a little while. Still weren't long enough for me. It's kind of just personal preference though. Like, I started off doing like the 14 or like 15. That's like where, like, when I started getting my eyelashes done, that's what she would do on me, and I'm like, I want them longer every single time. They just didn't really have what I wanted, and that's why if you want something done right, do it yourself. Go get it yourself. Everything can literally be bought on Amazon. Last thing that I use, I've gone through multiple glues, and this one's pretty cheap. I got it on Amazon as well. Let's see here. Let's see that. Well, you kind of can see what it looks like anyways. But it's like the LANKIZ. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. It's premium eyelash extension glue. Lasts up to 8 weeks, depending on how well you take care of your eyelashes. But I would do my friends here and there just because I don't have like a license or anything to be doing that. It depends. Like, if people that had their eyelashes last forever because they were like brushing them every day, you know, like, it depends on how you sleep on them as well. For me, it probably lasts around 2 to 3 weeks because I don't do my eyelashes as thoroughly as I would someone else's, because it's harder. Like, I can't close my eye and do it like I would separate each eyelash for each person like I normally would. Doing it on yourself is completely different, but we do our best out here. We make it work. And the last thing I use is just Q-tips, just in case like my eyes start watering, because the glue is super strong. Like, even like, I don't know what it is, fumes get in your eye and it's literally like you're crying nonstop. It's you just have to be careful with the glue. The last thing I do use too, I ordered one on Amazon, and it was a cute little pink fan. I'm just using my boyfriend's old fan from his room at college because I didn't want to buy another one, because I bought the cute little pink one and the USB charger to charge it. And whenever I wanted to do my eyelashes, it was never charged. So I was like, okay, what the heck? I just used the plug-in one. And I plugged the USB charger and it just like pushed in and broke and didn't come back out. The little goodie. Make sure to always have that fan busting too. If you don't have the fan busting, those fumes will get in your eyes and it'll hurt so badly. Shake up the glue a little bit. Oh my gosh, the glue wasn't coming out. I thought it was dried up and I'm like, no, it won't stop coming out. Ooh. Mew mew. Let's get to it. Get that fan busting. I like to have it like pointed upwards, like so like the fan kind of facing this way, so it's not like blowing in your eyes, not facing at you, it's kind of blowing away from your eye. Stubby thing. So you're just gonna pluck the individual lashes one at a time. That's how little it is. It's literally like an eyelash. And I like to have a spot picked out that I'm gonna be going, just so I can kind of plan it out a little bit, so I don't get there and I'm like, ooh, where do I go? See, my eyes literally, and another one. It gets easier as you fill them out more. It becomes more full. It's easier to find the places that need a lash. I started becoming obsessed with false eyelashes, extensions, my senior year prom. I always wanted them. I tried doing them myself, but it was like the packets from like Sally that was like that kind of glue, and it made my eye look really chunky. Actually, I kind of lied. I got into them senior year, but my mom, as weird as it sounds, I would get my eyebrows threaded literally at Walmart because their little, it was called like Seva or something like that. I think it was. I had my little card and everything. They did eyebrows bomb as okay, and my mom started taking me there to get, and I was like, I was a little kid. I was like, Mom, I don't want to go to Walmart to get my eyebrows done. I was kind of confused. I was like, what do you mean we're going to Walmart to get our eyebrows done? She's like, no, I found this place, it was really good. And she was not capping with that one, because that's where I went all the way until I moved to New York. And it's kind of a bummer, because once you find a place like that, once you find a place that does your nails good, your hair good, eyebrows, eyelashes, whatever, you're all set. There was another time I tried going to get my eyebrows done at a different salon, you know, in a hurry, not trying to bust a move in Walmart. Took off like half of my eyebrows. So I will not be doing that again. That's why I started teaching myself how to do these things. I like the more wispy, natural type of look, even though these aren't like natural eyelashes. They're really long. I like the more, I don't like really full, because it just weighs my eyes down, and then I'm like, oh, in every picture. It's just not a good look for me. I cannot pull it off. I'm good at doing stuff like this, but not like makeup. I don't do my makeup good. I don't feel like I look good with a lot of eyeshadow on. But I wish I did, because see, if that happens, it's okay. I'll power through it. Now I'm just kind of here. That one's dancing around. Woo! Dipping the eyelash in the glue, only dip it, like the tip of it, a little bit in there. Don't kind of submerge the eyelash in it, otherwise there'll be too much glue on there and it'll become chunky. And you don't want to have a like thick lash line. So dip it in there, brush off the excess of it. and then go close to the lash line but not directly on it, because I've done that before and it's just super irritating right away and you just want to rip all of your eyelashes off. Just try and stay away from your lash line. Just get as close as you can. Do as best as you can. Once again, I'm not licensed to do this. I just do this by myself. Just get all the supplies by myself. This is just how to do it because I know you're on this video for some reason. That's what I did. If you're gonna want to do it yourself, you're gonna figure out how to do it. So I might as well showing people how I do it. I think it's a pretty good way. When I first started doing them though, I didn't use a fan and I would literally just be like just blowing on my eyelashes. I've come up from here so you can see it kind of getting more and more filled in. It's a little bit of a slow process, but it's worth it. Oh! Well, now that I'm crying out of that eye, I'll give it a break. Something I forgot to mention earlier, have a spoolie on deck. I just used an old mascara brush and just wiped all the mascara off of it because I haven't used mascara in years since I've been doing my own eyelash extensions. So it's looking way fuller, way more full, way fuller. Is fuller a word? Whatever. Way more full than when I originally started. When you're doing this, your top eyelash might get stuck to your bottom eyelash, just like this. Just undo it like that. It might happen a few times. Even when your eyelashes are completely done, it's gonna happen. Or gonna get stuck to your bottom eyelashes. I think I'm just gonna put one more on this side for the bottom layer. Now that they're looking pretty full to what I want them to look, it's like I said, personal preference. How long you want them, how full you want them to be, you can, that's what I love about doing this. You can make it however you want to look. That's looking pretty good for me though. I'm just going to fast forward through the rest of this because I think you guys kind of get the point of, if you're trying to do this, how to do it. It's pretty simple, it's just a little bit time consuming. But as you can tell, it makes a big difference. I am pretty much done with my eyelashes for today. The last thing that I'm really going to do is take a spoolie that you can either get from, you know, Amazon probably. I just used an old mascara brush that I washed off really good. It's just what I've been using. And I'm just going to brush out my eyelashes. And as long as they are how I want them to look, however full and natural, all the spots are filled in that I feel like need to be filled in, then you're pretty much done. So after you are done with your eyelashes, the only other thing that you do need to know is that I would recommend not showering, getting your eyelashes wet. At minimum 24 hours. Try and not get them wet at all for at least 24 hours. If you have to, you have to. It's not the end of the world. But just so the glue sticks on there, make sure it's really on there good. Just give it at least a day to dry. That is how I do my eyelashes. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video could at least help one person out today.